walked back from lunch, and I saw students just in huge rows watching the drama unfold. And I saw a lot of other students in circles unpacking it all. So there's a lot of energy on campus.
What's one word that comes to mind when you think of semi at Menlo?
Ooh. Fun?
Asks.
Hopefully, respect.
Tradition.
What do you think of public asks on the quad?
Ooh. I don't love them. I'm happy for the kids who get some awesome out. Like, great, good for you, that's cool. But I do kind of feel bad for the kids who that never happened before in high school. So I don't love it.
I like the idea of big fancy asks. I don't like that I've heard that many young ladies feel that they can't say no. I don't like that part.
It's great to see the school spirit coming out in that way. I do worry with the public asks that it can be hard to say no. And I worry that becomes a little intense, a little exclusive.
Public asks, I believe, is a consent issue in our school. And I've spoken to many groups of students about this and about how can we still have this tradition that the students like so much, but make it really respectful of the other party being asked and somehow seek consent somewhere along the line before the public display.
I feel like there's an exclusionary aspect to it. And that's the part that makes me a little uncomfortable. Just, if you are the one who's not getting asked publicly, then you're really aware of it.
The publicity of it all is also a factor of social media and a consequence of that. And it wasn't nearly the same. There wasn't the same level of intensity when I was in high school.
There was no stigma around a girl asking a guy to a dance.
Elaborate thing you've seen on the quad, or the most elaborate ask?
I try not to watch, actually. So I have to say I haven't seen many asks. I have seen the fallout from many an ask, an upset student, things like that. So I try not to be a spectator because I don't want to promote my acceptance of the act.
I have seen some very elaborate asks in my decade at Menlo.
I've heard some teachers having concerns about the whole semi-season. Do you have any?
It's kind of a bigger thinking around dating in general. I think it's weird in this day and age that it's still the guy that asks the girl out. And so I guess I would like to get to a point where we felt more comfortable with a girl asking a guy, or a girl asking a girl, or a guy asking a guy, just so that it didn't feel so exclusionary.
Is the expectation that if you're asked, you have to say yes? I think so, and I worry about that. I also worry that people take the whole sort of ritual of it a little seriously, a little too seriously. And I worry that the drama of and the sort of social dynamics can overshadow what really should be a fun, sort of exciting event with all your friends.
I think it's really important that the person getting asked feels as though they have choices. And that is where the consent piece comes in. I think that it's really important that before a public display and someone's put in a position like that you have the chance to renege privately. I also really appreciate that this year and last year more girls are starting to feel confident enough to ask, and that it's not just one gender.